Hello, student. Let us begin our first chapter of economics, that is development. I have divided this chapter into two parts, and in this part, we will be learning about the meaning of development, development goals, national development, and per capita income. Now, let us see what is development. Before we learn about development, it is very important to know the difference between economic growth and economic development. Now let us see what is economic growth. Economic growth talks about increase in real national income or increase in national output. And when we talk about economic development, it's not only about increase in real national income or increase in output. It also talks about increase in living standard and quality of life, which can be measured in terms of literacy rate, life expectancy, and healthcare. Remember, economic development is not only about increasing real national income or output, but it also talks about improvement in living standard and quality of life. Okay, so economic development consider how to promote economic growth, and the aim of this economic growth should be improving the factors like health, education, working condition, domestic and international policy, and market conditions. Okay, I hope you're clear about the meaning of development and economic growth. Now, let's move on to the next slides. Remember, different people have different development goals. Okay, my development goal may not be yours development. Your development goal may not be my development. So every person have different development goal. It is not necessary that every person should have same development goal. Okay, let's look at an example from the perspective of landless laborer. For the landless laborer, development goal may be more days of work or more wages. For the Adivasi, development goal may be rising socio-economic status, equality, or land ownership. For the Gurja, her development goal may be freedom or equal opportunities. Okay, so what I'm trying to say is that different people have different development goal. It is not necessary that all should have same development goal. Alright, when we talk about development of a nation or national development, the basic idea is to improve the life of its citizen. Right? We can also add increase in GDP, literacy rate, better healthcare facilities, income growth, poverty alleviation, satisfaction of social and economic needs, sustainment of democracies. These are the parameters or these are the goals of national development. Okay. However, if you want to compare development of different countries, then we will use average income and per capita income. Okay. And average income is defined as ratio of total national income of a country with respect to total population. So per capita income is equal to total income divided by your total population. And according to 2006 World Development Report, countries with per capita income of rupees 4,53,000 per annum or above in the year 2004 are called rich country. And per capita incomes of rupees 37,000 or less were called low-income countries. India, in the year 2004, the per capita of India in the year 2004 was just rupees 28,000 per annum. Okay, so which make India in the category of low-income countries. So remember, to compare development of different countries, we will use average income or per capita income. Okay, but there are certain limitations of per capita income. Now let us see what are the limitations. Limitation number 1. If rise in price of per capita income is due to rise in price and not due to increase in physical output. Means what? Increase in physical output means increase in the production of goods and services. Okay, increase in physical output means increase in the production of goods and services. So remember, if the increase or if the rise in price is followed by increase in the production of goods and services, then it is good for the economy. But if the increase in price is not followed by goods and services, it is bad for the economy. But your per capita income may be rising because of increase in price and not because of increase in goods and services. In such cases, your people or the citizen or the people in that country or of that country will suffer. Okay, and per capita income will not tell us or never tell us whether it is because of increase in price or it is because of increase in physical output. Okay, but if the increase in per capita income is because of increase in price, then it is not a reliable index of economic development. Secondly, if the rise in national income, your national income may be rising, but if the distribution makes the rich richer and poor poorer, then that is not a good sign for that economy, right? Now, national per capita income never tell us how income are distributed. Income may be distributed in such a way that poor are getting poorer, rich are getting richer, but per capita income never tell us how income are distributed, right? This is another limitation. Number 3rd limitation, it excludes all non-marketed goods and services. What do you mean by non-marketed goods and services? Non-marketed means goods and services which does not have any value in the market, right? Service provided by mother to her family, service provided by father to his family, right? About clean air, about clean waters, right? About good drinking water. These things does not have any market value, but which are very important for human happiness and better quality of life, right? But these things are not considered in the estimation of per capita income. This is your 3rd limitation. The 4th one, rise in per capita income may be due to use of modern capital intensive technology in production. Now, what do you mean by this capital intensive? There are 2 techniques of production. One is labor intensive technique, and the another one is capital intensive technique of production. What is labor intensive technique? Labor intensive technique are those techniques if we are using more labor than machine in the process of production. If we are using more labor than machine in the process of production, then it is labor intensive technique. But if we are using more capital than labor in the process of production, then it is capital intensive technique. Okay, but so if the increase in or if the rise in per capita income is because of uses of capital intensive technique, then what will happen? It will affect the poor masses. It will adversely affect the poor people. So, and remember, per capita income will not tell us whether the rise in per capita income is due to the capital intensive or it is due to the labor intensive, right? It never show us or it never tell us. But if the rise in per capita is because of capital intensive, then poor people will suffer. So this is your another limitation, the fourth limitation of per capita income. And this is the end of my first part. If you have any doubt, any queries, you can post your question on WhatsApp. I'll see you in my next part. Till then, take care.